It's May the 10th, it's 8:30, we're in lockdown. Welcome to Social Trance. Good evening, my name is Chris Hughes and I'm coming live to you from the United Kingdom, and once again welcome to Social Trance. I'm joined by my 11-year-old daughter Jessica, who will be producing the show. Jessica, come say hello. Say hello.
Hello.
And Holly wants to come and say hello as well.
Hello.
Hello, you can get in there, there we go. Off you go. Excellent. So before we start, we need to go through the rules. And the rules are as follows. Yes, we know, Jessica. Get that off the screen, stop messing around. And no, you're not getting paid. Yes, so before we start, we need to go through the rules. Anyone diagnosed as having a psychotic illness should not take part in this live hypnosis event. Any epileptics watching tonight are advised to seek approval from their doctor before participating in this hypnosis event. Please do not participate in this hypnosis event if you are pregnant or if you're under the influence of alcohol or any other drugs. By participating, you are confirming you are at least 18 years old and are of normal physical mental health. And of course, if you're listening to this whilst driving any sort of vehicle or heavy machinery, please turn this off now. So to get the best out of this, we need to make sure you are sat down in a comfy chair, somewhere where you can listen with speakers, but headphones are recommended. So there's going to be two parts to this event. In part one, you are going to learn how to place yourself into a state of hypnosis. Some people may get an experience of light hypnosis, while others may find themselves going very deep. I will, of course, be helping you do this. If you have someone in your house who can film you doing these exercises we do, please tweet any photos or videos using the hashtag Socialtrance, as I would love to see and retweet them. After part one is completed, we will have a quick look at any tweets to see how you guys have got on. Then it's going to be on to part two. A hypnotherapy session designed to help you manage any anxiety and improve your confidence in these testing times for the better. The hypnotherapy session will last around 20 minutes, and if you follow my instructions correctly, I guarantee it will be one of the most relaxing experiences you've ever had. So let's get started. I would like you now to think of yourself as having two minds. You have a subconscious mind and you have a conscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between something you imagine and something that is real. Now, we know this is true because if you were to ask a friend with a phobia of spiders to sit in a chair and imagine a huge spider is crawling up their leg, they will most likely have a mini meltdown, even though they knew at all times there was never a spider there. So throughout this event, I want you to fire up your imagination. Fire up that imagination you used to use when you were a child and make everything I asked you to imagine as real as you can in your mind. So the first thing we're going to do is I want you to put your hands together like this, and you're going to put your fingers up in the air like this. And I want you to imagine, I want you to use your imagination, and I want you to imagine as you stare at your fingers, I want you to just imagine for a minute there's two little magnets on each one of those fingers. And I want you to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to imagine with your imagination that those little magnets are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I want you to imagine they're getting so strong, they're pulling those fingers together and they're just getting closer and closer and closer. And just imagine they're getting closer and closer and closer. And they're just going to keep getting closer, and you just imagine those magnets getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You can feel your fingers getting closer and closer and closer till eventually they just touch, and when they touch, instantly they stick together. And open your eyes and have a look at your fingers. And for a lot of you, you'll find that your fingers are going to be touching as if those magnets were real. You imagined something in your mind, and then when you imagined it, it made it happen. So the next thing we're going to do is I want you to put your hands out in front of you like this. And what I want you to do is I want you to turn your right hand, I want you to face it upwards towards the sky. And I want you to imagine for me that attached to this right hand is a load of balloons. And I want you to imagine these balloons are just going to pull your hand higher and higher and higher up into the sky. I want you to imagine these balloons are pulling your hand higher and higher and higher, and close your eyes and imagine those balloons pulling your hand higher and higher and higher. And I want you to imagine on the back of your left hand are some very big, heavy books. And I want you to imagine these books are pulling your hand all the way down, making your hand go lower and lower and lower. You can just feel the weight of those books pushing that hand all the way down, and those balloons just pulling your right hand higher and higher and higher up into the air. And at the count of 3, I want you to open your eyes and look at your hands for me. 1, 2, 3, and look at your hands. And some of you are going to have a bit of a movement. Some of you are going to notice that your hands are in different positions. Now, the more your hands moved, your arms and your hands moved, the more suggestible, the more open to hypnosis you are. So the more movement you get, the better. So let's take it up another level. And I want you to put your hands together like this. You're going to lock your hands together like this. And I want you to just stare and concentrate on your knuckle for me. You're going to concentrate on your knuckle. And I want you to use that imagination, and I want you to use your imagination and imagine your hands are stuck together. I want you to imagine they're locking down, welding down, they're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. I want you to feel the fingers of the left hand pushing down against the back of the right hand, feel the fingers of the right hand pushing down against the back of the left hand, and just feel them getting tighter and tighter and tighter, locking down, welding down, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I want you to imagine I've got some of the world's strongest super glue, and I want you to imagine I'm pouring that super glue all over your fingers, and you can almost feel and imagine it going down in between your fingers, pulling your hands together tighter and tighter and tighter. Again, just feeling the fingers of the left hand pushing down against the back of the right hand, feel the fingers of the right hand pushing down against the back of the left hand as you just feel them getting tighter and tighter and tighter, locking down, welding down, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I want you to imagine now they're carved out of a solid piece of wood, and as you look at them, I want you to imagine they're just carved out of a solid piece of wood, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And every time I click my fingers, just feel them getting tighter and tighter and tighter, locking down, welding down, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Now in a moment I'm going to ask you to try and separate your hands, and when you try and separate your hands, the more they're just going to keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter, locking down, welding down, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Go on, try and separate your hands, and the more you try and separate your hands, the more they're just going to keep getting tighter and tighter and tighter, locking down, welding down, just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. So I'm going to count to 3 now, and at the count of 3 instantly they're going to pop apart. 1, 2, 3, let them come apart. Excellent. So I hope for some of you that's going to be quite interesting. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take it up another level, and this time I want you to do something very simple. We're going to start with your eyes. So again, make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're feeling comfortable, and I want you to put your awareness on your eye muscles for me. And I want you to relax all the little muscles around your eyes, just completely relax them, just let them relax. And as we let them relax, I'm just going to get Jessica to put a little bit of music on. Excellent, that's brilliant, Jessica, fantastic. And make it just a little bit quieter. Excellent. And I want you to just put your awareness now on your eye muscles. And I want you to relax all the little muscles around your eyes, just completely relax them to the point where they just won't work. Because if you relax all the little muscles around your eyes completely to the point where they just won't work, you will find that they just feel so heavy and so floppy and so loose. And if you hold on to that feeling of relaxation in your eyes, if you were to try and open them, they just simply won't work as long as you hold on to that lovely feeling of relaxation in your eyes. And as you feel that feeling of relaxation now getting stronger and stronger and stronger, I want you to imagine you're sending it straight up the middle of your forehead. Imagine it comes over the top of your head. Imagine you can feel it coming down the back of your neck all the way down into your shoulders, and just let all the muscles in your shoulders just start to relax. And you can just allow this lovely feeling to just come all the way from your shoulders, all the way down your arms, right the way down to the tips of your fingers. And the more you relax, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the more you're just going to keep relaxing and drifting and floating. And you can always hear every single word I'm saying. And if at any point you really wanted to open your eyes, you could. But at the moment, you just choose to listen to the sound of my voice. And just allow the sound of my voice now just to guide you down deeper and deeper and deeper. Just drifting and floating all the way down. And of course, you'll accept any suggestions I give you. These suggestions will become 100% reality in your mind as you just continue to relax and drift and float. And the more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more you just continue to relax and drift and float deeper and deeper and deeper. And every single time you breathe out, I want you to imagine all the stress and strain for the last few weeks is all just streaming out of the tips of your fingers. Breathing in and breathing out, and as you breathe out, just feel that stress now just streaming out of the tips of your fingers as you just relax and drift and float deeper and deeper and deeper, all the way down. I want you to imagine now that you're standing at the top of 10 steps. I want you to imagine there's a nice banister to hold on to. And I want you to imagine you step from 10 down to 9 and you double this relaxation. Down onto 8 and 7, just going deeper and deeper and deeper. 6 and 5, doubling your relaxation. 4, 3, as every muscle in your body now just completely relaxes. 3 and 2 and 1, all the way down. And then just imagine yourself stepping off the bottom. And as you listen to the sound of my voice, you're going to allow every suggestion I give you now to sink deep into your subconscious mind. And in a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and at the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes for me. And when you open your eyes, you can no longer remember your name. Your name has completely gone. At the count of 3, when you open your eyes, your name has completely vanished. You can't say it, you can't speak it, you can't even think it. It's completely gone from your mind. It's almost like it's just on the tip of your tongue. Because at the count of 3, when you open your eyes, your name has completely gone. You can't say it, you can't speak it, you can't even think it. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. So what's your name? Try and say your name out loud. Can you remember what your name was? Because the more you try and say it now, the more it just simply isn't going to be there. It's like it's just on the tip of your tongue. So I'm going to count to 3 now, and at the count of 3, instantly it's going to pop into your head and you're going to say it out loud. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. So I hope some of you will have had a bit of success with these. Depending on what happens, just depends on how suggestible you are. So don't let any of the experiences you have any impact on what you potentially can do with hypnosis and hypnotherapy. Obviously, this is a different environment to if you were going to see a therapist in an office. So I do hope that some of you have had success, and I'd like you to please share your experiences on Twitter so I can retweet them for everyone else to see. Right, I'm just going to grab a drink. Okay, some water. You all right, Jessica?
Yeah, all right.
Excellent. Right. Anyway, so Jessica, have we got any tweets? Have we got any tweets that people have been asking, any questions Who have we got there? Ah, Lisa. Beth from Corrie. Hi, Lisa. Hope you're enjoying it. Can hypnosis make me do things I don't want to? Okay, you can't get anybody to do anything they don't want to do. You can only get people to do what they want to do. You can't get people to do anything that goes against their own morals, values, or beliefs. So the answer to your question, Lisa, is no. I can't get anybody to do anything I want them to do. Jessica, got any more questions? Okay. Barry from EastEnders, Sean Williamson. How you doing, mate? Can you get stuck in hypnosis? No. There was a guy a few years ago who was in the paper who I believe said he was staring at himself he was a hypnotist, and he was staring at himself in like the mirror in his bathroom, and he claimed he got stuck in hypnosis for like 3 days or something. Complete rubbish. If you were hypnotized and somebody just left you, you would just naturally fall asleep and wake up and everything would be completely normal. Any more? Who's that? Who's that? Is that Paul Chuckle? That's Paul Chuckle. It's one of the Chuckle brothers. Hi, Paul. My missus has a massive phobia of cats and they frighten her to death. Can it be cured? Yes, of course it can be cured. Dead easy, not a problem. Most competent hypnotherapists can do phobias. You can find good hypnotherapists on plenty of websites, like the General Hypnotherapy Register is a good one. I'd always recommend, if you're going to see a hypnotherapist, see if you can get a referral. It's always good to get a referral. But yes, probably 2-3 sessions max. Yeah, no trouble at all. Any more, Jessica? Yeah. Paul Danan. My mindset is that when I become really fed up with this isolation, it starts projecting about having to stay in for another 2 months. It leaves me pretty down. Yeah, I mean, probably good idea to do the session at the end. The next part of this is it's really relaxing. It'll hopefully make you feel really good, really positive. And yeah, well, I think it's probably time we get on. Have we got any more, Jessica?
Yeah.
Who else we got? Hypnotist Chris. Can you help with weight loss? Yes. Weight loss is a mental thing. Normally what happens is that you have certain feelings that are generated in your body which cause you to think of a certain food or grab a bag of crisps. A lot of those things can very easily be addressed using hypnotherapy. So yeah, find a good hypnotherapist. Again, plenty of websites out there, plenty of good sort of bodies that will give you a really, access to a really good one. As I said, check out the General Hypnotherapy Register, and there's a few others out there. Yeah, and give it a go. Right, are we done? Is there one more? Give me one more then. One more. Oh, from George. George Hobson. Hello, George Hobson. What can hypnotherapy be used for that we might not know about? Okay, well, hypnotherapy, goodness, I mean, the classic things are obviously weight loss, smoking, but people do use it obviously for phobias, for anxiety especially, for dealing with, bespoke problems, things that maybe you're having trouble moving on from. And honestly, some of the things I get asked to do and, the problems that people have, I mean, would just blow your socks off. I mean, you can use this for any issue that you have where you're trying to get yourself to accept an idea, but you can't get yourself to do it. It's a bit like when you sit down with your friend and you tell them all the things they need to do to make their life better, and then they'll just go away and do none of it. This gives you the ability to accept those ideas, which is why a stop smoker will come and do a hypnotherapy session, and then literally the next day they just won't have a cigarette anymore, because that's not who they are anymore. So yeah, it's very good, George, very good. Right, I think we're done. Let me just get rid of this water. Brilliant. Put it over there. Right, good. Okay, Jessica, let's get on with the rules again. So anyone diagnosed as having a psychotic illness should not take part in this live hypnosis event. Any epileptics watching tonight are advised to seek approval from their doctor before participating in this hypnosis event. Please do not participate in this hypnosis event if you are pregnant or if you're under the influence of alcohol or any other drugs. By participating, you are confirming you are at least 18 years old and of normal physical mental health. And of course, if you are listening to this whilst driving any sort of vehicle or heavy machinery, please turn this session off now. To get the best out of this, you need to make sure you are sat down in a comfy chair. You can listen with speakers, but headphones are recommended. Now, your subconscious mind is a bit like a 7-year-old child. It thinks it knows everything. It is helpful in some ways, but on other many occasions it will make some very silly decisions. It controls and manipulates your behaviour using feelings. If your subconscious mind decides that Simon Cowell is the most scariest thing on the planet, then from that moment on, every time you would see him on the telly, even a picture, your subconscious mind would fire uncomfortable feelings into your conscious mind, making you run screaming from the telly. You see, there is a logical reason to all the decisions that your subconscious mind makes, but sometimes we have no idea why we feel the way we feel. The answer always lies deep inside your subconscious mind, and the truth is it's not always what we believe it to be. So get yourself comfy and relax. And Jessica, can you put the music on for me? Does it bring it up a little bit? It's perfect. Yeah, leave it just about there. That's fantastic. Okay, so I want you to put your awareness once again on your eye muscles. And I want you to relax all the little muscles around your eyes. Just completely relax them to the point where they just won't work. Because you see, if you relax all those little muscles around your eyes, just completely relax them to the point where they just won't work. And then you hold on to that relaxation. As long as you hold on to that relaxation, they just simply won't work. So relax them down, get them completely relaxed. And when you're sure they're completely relaxed to the point where they can't be relaxed anymore, I want you to give them a test for me and just check they don't work. So this lovely feeling of relaxation you have in your eyes now is the same feeling of relaxation that I want you to have throughout your entire body. I want you to imagine you're sending it straight up the middle of your forehead, and imagine now it comes over the top of your head, right the way down the back of your neck, just coming all the way down into your shoulders, and then just imagine it going all the way down into your arms, right the way down to the tips of your fingers. And the more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more you just relax and drift and float deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed. And of course, every single time I say the word relax, you just find yourself relaxing even more. Just relaxing and drifting and floating deeper and deeper and deeper. And of course, you can always hear every single word I'm saying. And if at any point you really wanted to open your eyes and just stop this, that's perfectly fine. But at the moment, you just choose to listen to the sound of my voice. And just allow the sound of my voice now just to guide you down deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you just to imagine now that all the stress and all the strain of the last few weeks again is all just streaming out of the tips of your fingers. Every single time you breathe out, you're just finding yourself relaxing and drifting and floating deeper and deeper and deeper. And the more you relax, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the more you just relax and drift and float deeper and deeper and deeper. And of course, you're listening to every single word I say, and you're concentrating on the sound of my voice, and even the sound of my voice is just helping you to relax and drift and float and just go deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed, as you just notice every single muscle and fiber in your body just now completely relax. And every single time you breathe out, you can just find yourself relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper relaxed. You are now resting comfortably, just feeling completely at ease. From the top again. You are now resting comfortably, feeling completely at ease and relaxed. And I want you to give yourself permission now to just take this time just for you. Resting perfectly assured that if anything was to happen, you will instantly be capable of dealing with it. But for now, there is nothing of importance. There is nothing at all to stop you from taking this time to just relax. Relax and enjoy the feeling of relaxing and listening to the sound of my voice. And I want you to use your wonderful imagination. And I want you to imagine there is a wonderful bright light hovering high above you, shining brightly. And you can imagine and feel the warmth of this light gently shining down on you, wrapping itself around you, making you feel so safe and so calm. And you are free now to just relax and enjoy the feeling of having nothing at all to bother your mind, nothing at all to think about, nothing other than the sound of my voice. And again, you can now send this wonderful feeling of relaxation to every single part of your body, from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Just breathing in pure relaxation and letting go of all the tension in your body. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And at the count of 3, you are going to feel your whole body simply start to melt away into that chair. Every muscle just completely relaxing. 1, 2, 3, and relax. Just drifting and floating, going deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you now to imagine that hovering just underneath you is one of the biggest, the fluffiest clouds you have ever seen. It is waiting to take the weight of your body, and it will take you deeper and deeper down into this wonderful, relaxing place. And I'm now going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and as the numbers get smaller, you will sink down deeper and deeper into this cloud. 10, going deeper and deeper, allowing yourself to completely let go. 9, just feeling the cloud wrapping itself around you. 8, as it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. 7, just feeling that wonderful feeling just getting stronger and stronger as every muscle in your body just feels so relaxed. 6 and 5 as you go deeper and deeper. 4 and 3, 2, all the way down. 1. See, you are now relaxing and you are floating. You are listening carefully to the sound of my voice. And your subconscious mind is now open and ready to receive all the suggestions I'm about to give you. And as you find yourself just drifting deeper and deeper all the way down into this wonderful feeling of relaxation, you find yourself feeling so safe and so relaxed. And I want you now to realize that these symptoms of anxiety you've been feeling are just your body's natural flight or fight response. They are natural and they are harmless. They are unimportant. They are unimportant. You are losing your fear of the symptoms of anxiety. You remind yourself that you are medically safe. You remind yourself again of what those feelings are and why you are medically safe. You are losing your fear of the symptoms of anxiety. Whatever your symptoms, you know that they are natural and they are unimportant, and you are medically safe at all times. You can relax your whole body whenever you feel any fear or panic. You can just take a nice deep breath in and just exhale that air, and just notice all the muscles in your body relaxing. Whenever you are feeling anxious, you will instantly check the whole of your body for tension. You will check your shoulders, you will check your neck, and you allow your arms just to instantly relax and feel so loose and so relaxed. You check your forehead, just letting it become smooth and relaxed, letting your jaw just relax. Noticing that every single breath you take, every single breath just relaxes your stomach more and more. Because you know that you are in charge and you have all the tools and all the knowledge to let go of all anxiety and fear. The truth is that when you think about it, any anxiety and panic vanishes in less than 3 minutes when you stop your anxious thoughts. Inside your mind, you can simply shout stop and simply just wait it out, because you are in control. You are in charge. You have the ability to release all panic and anxious thoughts. From now on, whenever you feel anxiety, I want you to now use a wonderful technique that will quickly get your anxiety back under control. As long as it's safe to do so, you will close your eyes and imagine your anxiety is like a picture hanging in a museum, hanging on the wall of a museum. It could be a picture of a war or strife or anguish. And I want you to imagine you are floating past the picture. You are moving past the picture. You are almost past the picture, and now it disappears completely out of sight. From now on, your anxiety passes like a picture, out of sight. And when you notice it, you show it no attention. You don't react to it. You do not care about it. You don't even give it the time of day. You just imagine it just like a picture on the wall of a museum. You close your eyes and you just float past it. You just float past it. Because you can accept any feeling in your body. You accept any emotion in your body because you can just float past. You can just float past, floating past until it's gone and out of sight. And as we find ourselves going through this challenging time, you allow yourself to make many mental adjustments as possible and as needed. And it is fine and completely appropriate for a short amount of time to feel a little lost. There is nothing wrong with this. These feelings are natural. So accept these feelings without running, both the painful and the pleasurable. You accept without running. You can accept any feeling in your body. You are not failing yourself or anyone else around you. Just let go of all the thoughts about the 1,000,001 things you feel you should be doing, and just focus on yourself and supporting others. You find yourself focusing on family and friends. finding new ways to give yourself and others the strength you all require. You will continue to maintain the social support groups you have created, and these people will always be in your social support group. And you know for certain that one day you will all be talking and hanging out together, talking about a world where everyone was Zooming people left, right and centre. Things will go back to normal. You have the patience to wait. You will once again hug your friends and your family. You embrace the new normal. Things are already starting to feel a little bit more natural. You are comfortable about changing or undoing the things that are currently in motion. You are prepared for however long this new normal is going to last. In your mind, I want you to repeat after me. I am safe. I am well. I accept any feeling in my body, both the painful and the pleasurable, without fighting. I am strong. I will get through this. Things will get better. You are becoming stronger and stronger, more and more confident in your abilities to cope with any feeling in your body. You embrace every feeling in your body, both the painful and the pleasurable, because you now know that if you stop and imagine that unwanted feeling is on the wall of a museum, you can just float past it. And in 3 minutes, any anxiety or panic will be gone when you stop your anxious thoughts. Now you will be able to enter any situation where you once felt stressed. You can enter because you accept your feelings. You can cope with your feelings. You go wherever you want and you do whatever you want because you are confident in your abilities to cope. You can enter any situation because you can float past your fear, letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. Feeling so strong, so confident, you are in charge. You are able to deal with any stressful situations. Now for the rest of your life, every single time you go to bed, you'll do whatever it is you want to do before you go to sleep. But when you're ready, you'll get under those covers, you'll get into your favourite position. You'll take a nice deep breath, and as soon as you let that breath out, you're instantly going to go down into a lovely, deep, relaxing sleep. And you're going to sleep absolutely wonderfully. Now, if anything should happen during the night that requires your attention, you're instantly going to be able to get out of bed and go and deal with whatever it is you need to deal with. But when you're ready, you get straight back into your favorite position under the covers. You take a nice deep breath. And as soon as you let that breath out, you just go straight back down into a wonderful, deep, relaxing sleep. So in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and at the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes for me. And when you open your eyes, you're going to feel wonderful. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel like everything you want to do is going to be achievable. All those dreams, all those ambitions, all those things you've been thinking about doing, eventually one day you will get those things done. You will stop thinking about doing all these things, and you will either decide to do them or not do them. Because when you decide to do things, things happen, things change, and your life will get better. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And at the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes feeling absolutely wonderful, relaxed and marvelous and fantastic in every way. 1, 2, 3. And open your eyes. Okay, you can turn the music off now, Jessica. Thanks. So, I would like to finish now by thanking everyone who has taken part. Things will get better. The world will continue to turn, and we will eventually all be back with our friends and families, doing the things we love. Until then, we stay alert, we stay strong, we stay united. This has been Social Trance. From myself, Chris Hughes in the United Kingdom, good night.